So my husband and I are doing a little trip to Florida this week. We spent a few days in the Florida Keys, and then today we drove up to the Everglades to do some camping. So we have a little fun adventure. We just checked in to this campground, the Trail Lakes Campground. We really just brought the bare minimum for this camping trip, whatever could fit in half of our suitcase. So we have one ultralight 2-person tent, 2 sleeping pads, 2 camping pillows, a lantern, a headlight, and a quilt that I'm not sure if we need because it's like mid-90s right now. Join us on this little camping trip. I'll show you what we get up to. Alligators, lizards, what else do you think?
Panthers.
Panthers, yeah. About a couple miles before this campground we saw a panther crossing sign, which I did not expect. We are definitely not in New Hampshire anymore. So we left the campground a little bit ago to find some dinner. So we drove into Everglades City, Florida, sat down at this little tiki bar type thing. The vibes were fun. And then a man sits down next to us at the bar. Turns out he's from Maine and he's also a ski bum and drives a boat for a living, which is basically like us. I mean, him and my husband got along so well. So what are the chances of that? That was pretty cool. But now, yeah, just exploring more of the campground. So I'm excited to share a new sponsor to this channel. It's something that I've been using for a while now, AG1. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. All you have to do is take 1 serving of AG1 into a bottle of water and shake it up and drink. It's that easy. I brought these travel packets with me on vacation, but I also have the big canister at home in my fridge so I can drink AG1 as part of my daily routine at home. I discovered it before I started the AT last year because I wanted to go into my thru hike feeling the best I could, and AG1 was something that would help my whole overall body health. AG1 helps with areas like nutrient replenishment, gut health, immunity, energy, so much more. They source the highest quality ingredients that they can find, and it goes through extensive testing and research, and they use something called the AG1 standard. If I've sold you on this drink and you want to check it out for yourself, you can head to drinkag1/Nahamsha hiker or scan this QR code right on your screen. When you do that, you can get the free welcome kit with AG1 that includes the canister, the shaker, a year's worth of vitamin D3K2 drops, and 5 of these travel packets. So definitely go check them out, and thank you again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video.
Is that my pillow or yours?
Your pillow?
Oh.
My pillow.
Oh.
I bought it for you for Christmas.
Thank you.
This is probably my simplest camping setup I've ever done. I'll take you inside the tent right now. We got 2 sleeping pads, 2 pillows, 1 quilt that we probably won't even need. But we're gonna zip this up because the mosquitoes are out. Very glad we grabbed this at Walgreens on the way here because we've been using it. Do you know what the low temperature is tonight? According to the internet, it's gonna get down to 69 degrees tonight, which I think will be good sleeping weather.
Yes.
Good with you? And then we have the rain fly on the tent right now, but who knows if the stars come out soon. We could do a little bit of stargazing tonight. That could be pretty. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. We were basically calling it a night at 8:30. We got in the tent. It is so hot in the tent, but so buggy outside the tent. So I guess we're just gonna fall asleep. Tomorrow is gonna be the fun-filled day. This campground has like a reptile exhibit, so we're gonna check that out. We're also gonna head to the southern terminus of the Florida Trail, do a little hike around there, and explore the Everglades even more. So I will see you tomorrow, and I'll let you know how I sleep because I'm a little nervous. Good morning. I feel like I'm finally caffeinated enough to give you a little recap on our camping adventure last night. It was honestly pretty rough. We both really wanted to camp in the Everglades and see what that was like, but it was, just super buggy, tons of mosquitoes, super hot and sweaty as we were falling asleep, just like really sticky all night. The sleeping pads weren't comfortable. We were tossing and turning. I don't think either of us got a very good night's sleep. And then overnight, just the dew was so bad. It just kept dripping on us because we took the rain fly off to get some airflow. So it was a little bit of a disaster. So we packed up pretty quick. Packing up when you only brought less than 10 pieces of camping equipment, it went by like that. We drove down into Everglades City, got some breakfast, drove back to the campground because they had this free reptile exhibit. So saw some of the gators and snakes. They actually had one of the largest snakes ever, 24-foot snake. They were talking about how the Guinness Book of World Records has come and measured it, and they're gonna come back. I think it's ranked number 2. And now we just drove to the Oasis Visitor Center in Big Cypress. And I believe this is the southern terminus of the Florida Trail. So we just parked. We're going to get out, explore a little bit, walk down the boardwalks, maybe see some more gators, and continue this adventure. So we walked through the visitor center for a little bit, saw the alligators, birds, lots of fish. It was quick, but then we noticed the southern terminus of the Florida Trail. Now we're just gonna hop on and walk for a while. The whole Florida Trail is 1,500 miles. I don't really have an interest in doing this trail, but I have an interest in checking it out and walking down it for a little bit. This is the beginning. This is probably the first blaze, blazed in orange. Pretty cool to be in Florida and check out another national scenic trail. It's starting to look more like a trail, and to be honest, it's a little nerve-wracking for me. I feel like all the alligators we've seen up to this point have been in, enclosures, or we've seen them from the car or from observation decks, but now we're just like in the swamps of Florida, and I feel like they could just pop out at any moment. I don't know. I'm a New England girl. I'm not used to this. And I'm also very jumpy, so every time a lizard goes into the trail, I get a little nervous. I feel like we should just walk until we see an alligator in the wild. This is outside of our comfort zone a little bit, but I do appreciate that Florida's flat. I do like that. I think we reached a point where we're okay with turning around and going back. We've seen what we wanted to see at the Florida Trail. All right, it's been a few hours. I'm already back at an airport hotel in Miami because I head back to New Hampshire tomorrow morning. This was a very fun trip to Florida, very eventful. I hope you enjoyed coming along on the camping adventure and the little day hike on the Florida Trail. It was so different from what I'm used to, but that's what makes it cool. I love experiencing the new things. I love walking on trails that are new to me. I did this a couple years ago when I went to Arizona. I did a little day hike on the Arizona Trail. So I don't know, I just like experiencing the other trails, even if it's just for an hour or so. But I have my tent and my sleeping bag behind me airing out because just the humidity, the heat, the sweat, everything just got so gross camping last night. So airing that out. I'll be in New Hampshire soon. Thanks for following along on this journey, and I have some more trips planned, some more adventures, and thanks for following along. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.